and welcome back to another what's included in that detail video. I'll cover why we charge $900, how we're able to fit 3 services into that one price, and how you can apply that to your business. And remember, today is Friday the 20th. I am opening up enrollment into my beginner level course, No Talk, Just Action. If you're just starting your business, or if you're on the fence about starting your detailing business, this course will help you make your first $500 to $1,000 in 60 days or less. It's not meant to teach you everything about business. It's just to get your first few steps in starting your detailing business. You can check the first link down below for that course. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So on this vehicle, it's a Jeep Wrangler and the customer is going to sell it. The budget was $900. It took 2 people to work on this vehicle. We got it in at 10. We started working on it on 10 a.m. and we were done by 5 p.m. and we turned it in the vehicle the next day around 9:30 a.m. and it was $900 for everything. So with this kind of customer, we don't necessarily put an exact price on the 3 services that we're doing, which is the full interior cleaning, engine cleaning, and some type of polish on the paint. The reason being is we want to fit as much work as we can within $900. So instead of saying this will be $220, this will be $220, this will be $400, whatever that comes out to be, it's more of saying, okay, if that is your final goal, we will do everything that we can, and we'll kind of finesse every service so that we get the best bang for your buck. Meaning, on the interior, hey, like if we don't have to do that, don't do that. And if on the wheels, we don't have to do that, don't do that. And if on the engine bay, we don't have to do that. So it's like, we're not gonna nitpick every single last thing. Instead, just say, okay, if the budget is $900 and the goal is to sell the vehicle and we wanna stay within that $900 budget, we will make those decisions on the fly based on what we have to do. Now with the interior, it's pretty straightforward. Vacuum, use a pet hair brush, use the air compressor to blow out the pet hair, shampoo the fabric surfaces, and then clean the plastics with APC, a brush pad, and then your towels and brushes. It's a pretty straightforward thing. I think this one here took us about 2 hours. Now we're gonna move on to the engine bay. We're gonna cover up like the alternator, but other than that, we're gonna spray it down with our APC in our IK Foam Pro pump sprayer, and then just with a bunch of brushes, agitate every surface that we can, and then rinse it down. This one again is pretty straightforward, nothing fancy. Now lastly is the actual paint and glass, which did take the longest of all 3 of them, but that doesn't mean we spent too much time on that service. So on the paint work, it's getting an all-in-one, meaning we're gonna polish some of that, most of the gunk out, meaning just like the oxidation, the water streaks, and we're gonna reveal a bunch of gloss. But if you put it under a light, you're still gonna see a bunch of swirls because we're not doing paint correction. We're not doing a heavy cutting phase and then the polishing phase and then protecting it. We are doing the polishing and then protecting in one step because we're just increasing the gloss, because at this point, in any angle that you look at the vehicle, it looks pretty dull. It looks great. There's no life to it because it has not been taken care of. So by just doing a all-in-one, meaning it's a light polishing with protection at the same time, it's gonna be a dramatic difference. So here, we're not gonna be slow arm movement, or we're gonna be checking the pass every single time. That's not what we're doing. We're not gonna be pulling out the light and inspecting. We're more saying, okay, it's dull and faded here. After that one step, after the all-in-one, does it look much glossier? Yes, keep on going, because we're not focused on correction. We're not focused on removing all the swirls and scratches, because for that alone would probably be $900 just for the paint correction, not including the interior, not including the engine. That's why it's important to have the discipline to say, or to have the discipline to know what kind of service you're performing, right? It's very easy to get into that mindset of like, oh, we're polishing the paint, okay, let me cut it and then polish it. And that's gonna end up taking a lot more time. That's not what the customer one is paying for. That's not really what they're expecting. They just wanna make it look a lot better, but they're not going by any means for perfection or for a showroom finish. Like, the vehicle looks a night and day difference because we have increased the gloss by 100%, because like it was just dull, faded, gray looking, and now it's looking shiny. Again, not perfection, not flawless, not 100% swirl removal, just looking a lot glossier, which is what most people want anyways. Because now we have a 2022 Audi A7, I believe, in for a 2-step correction and a 6-year coating. So that service on that vehicle is different than what we just did, because the customer, the level of expectation and the service that they're getting for and the price that they're paying are two completely different things. So we're gonna handle those two services and those two vehicles differently. So that's why it's very important to have the discipline to say, what am I actually doing here? Like, what service am I providing at this moment with this customer on this vehicle upon the agreed upon price and terms of of the final product that I need to deliver. But I'm gonna end the video right here. Again, if you are interested in the beginner level course, no talk, just action, you can check in the first link down below. The goal is to make your first $500 to $1,000 in your detailing business within 60 days. This is a beginner level, entry level course. It's not meant to teach you everything about business. It's like you literally watch the lesson, you go take action, and you go get results. Like, that's as straightforward as it gets. You can also check the description box down below for the ultimate guide to start your detailing business, my podcast, the Detailing Business Class podcast, or my second YouTube channel, the Proper Gear channel, where I talk and teach everything detailing related. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll talk to everyone on the next one. Bye-bye.